Good evening, my friends. Welcome to Whiskers Gone Wild, ASMR style. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend so far. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. I see Sampy's already in the chat saying hello. How you doing, Sampy, my friend? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, fantastic, excellent weekend. Hope everybody enjoys the show. I know Anthony is out on the water tonight. As you can tell, I am not. It's been raining all day here. There's a lot of localized flooding, so I didn't want to take any chances. So I decided just to do the show from the house tonight. But like I said, Anthony will be up here shortly. We were supposed to have some other guests, but they fell asleep at home. I'm not going to give them a hard time unless they come to chat. Excuse me. But welcome. Hope everybody has had a great week. There's Crappie Day, Darren. Hello, how you doing, my friend? Hope everybody had a fantastic week. I know work was busy. We got a new employee at work, so that's it's a bit chaotic at first. We have another one starting Monday, so there's going to be two new employees. So it's going to be great for us overall. Just a little crazy starting off with, but there's Wabash Nate. Good evening. Thanks for coming in. Anthony is actually out on the water tonight, and he's getting the motor warmed up now. And speaking of Anthony on the water, there he is. What's going on, my friend?
Not a whole lot. Warm up the engine now.
I was doing a little fishing ASMR from the beginning.
Oh, were you?
Welcome, my friends, to Whiskers Gone Wild, ASMR style. Well, hey, Bugman, what's going on, buddy? We were supposed to have another guest in here, but he's lazy and couldn't get off his butt. Oh, wait, there he is.
Hey, what's up?
I thought I'd make it easier on you. Instead of going in chat, I'd just come in here and let you make fun of us.
No, just you.
Hey, she fell asleep too.
Putting up with you is tiring, I'm sure.
Well, we're getting old. You sit around watching too much TV, and next thing you know, you're asleep.
Well, thanks for coming in. Hope I can't talk. Hope you had a great weekend so far.
Well, we haven't done anything.
Oh, I'm just glad I'm feeling better. I came home Wednesday. I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday. I had a migraine. No, it was Thursday. I came home right after lunch and I slept until about 5:30. Oh
wow!
It's one of those migraines you knew was going to hit because my vision started getting kind of wonky and I started seeing spots. And I told my boss that morning. I said, "Is a migraine coming on?"
I get optical migraines.
Yep.
But there's zero pain with them.
Oh wow!
It's like oil on water.
Mm-hmm.
I get that shimmery, oily looking, and it'll last 15, 20 minutes or so usually, and then it'll go away. But there's zero pain.
Huh. Yeah, that's usually the start to a migraine for me. I typically don't have migraines, but if my vision starts doing that, what you're describing, and then about after it stops, maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, maybe an hour, that's when my head starts hurting.
I hope I don't start getting that second part.
I hope you don't either, because it sucked. I tried to stick around as much as I could at work because, like I was telling everybody, our new guy started and everybody else was out of the office, and I'm like, I just can't do it. I got to go home. I was scared to drive at one point, but I made it. I'm better. My head's still been acting a little funky over the last couple of days, but at least it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, we've even got bait. I had her pick up some salmon when she was in town earlier because, I mean, we had every intention of going out tonight.
I get it. I had every intention of going out tonight too until it wouldn't stop raining all day.
Yeah, I don't have that excuse. The only excuse I've got is I'm old and fell asleep.
Well, let's use that one this time, but don't get used to it.
Fall migraines. I feel for people. I mean, I as far as I know, I've never had a migraine, but I know people that get them and how bad they are. I just couldn't imagine because I mean I'll get headaches from time to time. It's pretty rare for me to get a headache, but a lot of times when I get them, I mean it's like lay down and close your eyes is the only thing that helps.
Yep.
But I don't think they're migraines.
Yeah, I know they can be debilitating. Like that one, the one I had it got to a point where my head was hurting. I wanted to close my eyes, but of course I'm driving home, and then it makes you nauseous. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, maybe I do get migraines because that's exactly what happens to me when I do get a headache. But my whole shimmery vision stuff, when that happens, there's never any pain associated with them at all.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because that's
It's
usually
just annoying that it's in your sight and you know it's going to be there for the next 20 or 30 minutes. And
I had one come on one time. I was driving. I think I was actually leaving work, and I saw little white spots. And then when I pulled out onto the road, I went all the way to the left, and I got to the stop light, and my entire vision went white. Like I couldn't see anything but white.
wow.
But I've only had like 4 of those in my entire life, and it's been the last like 5 years. So I'm getting old too.
Well, you know, but neither one of us are as old as Telly. So we got that.
I guess there's always that.
She's asleep, by the way.
Okay, I was waiting for a frying pan to come flying across the screen.
No, she's in bed.
Oh, so I don't know if anybody has paid attention or noticed. We got a little QR code up in the upper left-hand corner.
It just says QR code.
Does it?
That's what I see. It's just it's like a little picture that says QR code.
Okay, well let me look at it.
Now let me go pull it up on YouTube and see.
Because StreamYard's got a nifty new tool where you can add a QR code to your stream. Let's turn the volume down so I don't.
Yeah, if you open YouTube, it's actually a QR code.
Perfect. So that is for those of you that don't know, that's the QR code for FOAcustomsgear.com. So you can just scan that QR code, take you right to the website.
Interesting.
It's a new feature. I'm guessing you can only do one. I don't know. I didn't try more, but Crappy Day said he sees the QR code also. Awesome.
Sorry if you guys are trying to talk to me. Just went up to the dam, so I didn't hear anything you guys said. Sorry.
That's okay. We're just talking to each other. We're waiting on you.
Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to cut up bait, and I'm gonna slide over and start bumping. That's the plan tonight.
We're gonna be bumping tonight. Huh?
They want to do this all year. That is the plan. Trying to make sure y'all can see me without flying the camera. That look all right? Not too bright.
I mean it's bright, but we'll make it work.
Is that better? I can't help with the stern light, obviously, but
Yeah, the stern light was the one that was probably the brightest.
That's a bright stern light.
It sure is.
Well,
Maybe if you tilt the camera down just a little bit.
Well, yeah, if you want to see my kneecaps.
No,
I think you'd be all right.
Right there.
That better? No, hang on.
Yep. Are you going to be standing and bumping or sitting and bumping?
I can sit. It don't matter. I can sit. That's not a problem.
Well, if you're going to be sitting, then that's going to be the perfect angle. There you go.
Okay. That wrong.
Well, I think I'll go get a cup of coffee.
Okay. Sounds
Now
good.
that
Why
I'm
don't you give me
awake.
one while you're at it?
Now that I'm awake.
Just a little disclaimer: if I may have to jump out at some point. I am on call from my job, so if I get a call, I'll jump out, go take care of it, and come back. But I do not anticipate many calls. They don't like to call us on the weekend. They don't like to bother us, but that's the job. So I've been doing it for 20 years. I don't see it as a bother. Don't get me wrong. I get frustrated sometimes because every time I'll be sitting around, I'll be sitting around for hours doing absolutely nothing. But the one time I start doing something, I get call after call after call. Never fails. Luckily, I didn't get any calls during dinner, but I did get a call almost right before we got home tonight. So my wife and I braved the weather. It stopped raining a couple of hours ago, but like I said, there's a lot of localized flooding. Matter of fact, one of the roads we were going down is a 2-lane road, and one of the roads was completely washed out, or one of the lanes was completely washed out. So, but we got a rare opportunity to have a date night, so we took advantage of it. My daughter has some friends over, and my son had homecoming dance tonight, so we took advantage of that and went out to a restaurant that neither one of them liked to go to.
The way to do it.
We enjoyed it and had a good time. Our stomachs are full, and I told my wife, now I've got to sit up till 2 o'clock with a full stomach.
Good luck.
Oh, thanks. Chris is going to be here, so if I take a nap, he'll cover for me.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
First day where I've had this outboard working for more than 10 minutes, so I am excited to try it. It worked
That's
fine
awesome.
coming up river. It's amazing what you find is a problem when you're troubleshooting old motors.
Well, maybe you can walk up some of the issues you had once you've fixed it when you sit down and start your bumping.
Sure, I can do that.
Hey,
Chris, where's my cup of coffee? Trailer hitch gel lube.
You ever use that?
I have not.
I like it. Works good on door hinges too.
Yeah, they carry a huge load.
It stops them from squeaking.
So does WD-40.
I didn't have WD-40, but I had trailer hitch gel lube. Actually, I really do like that. I was getting before I started using it, the trailer would stick sometimes. It would be kind of hard to come off the ball.
Right.
I started using that, and it doesn't do it at all now. It quiets it down some too. Actually,
yeah, I can see that. I've never had a sticking. Yeah, I've never had a sticking issue, but mine is a bit loud at times.
Well, when you travel as much as we do, you get all that friction in there.
Yep.
They tend to start to stick.
Gotcha.
I'm
Oh,
surprised you
appreciate
haven't had it with the camper.
Mm-mm.
Because I used to get it with our camper. Our camper was stuck one time so bad that we had to use the hydraulic jack to get it off the ball.
Oh, wow. No,
So like it
I
was
have
trying,
yet.
like it had gotten hot in there, and like it almost. I mean, I know it didn't, but like it was trying to weld itself together from all the
Right.
friction.
Huh. No, I've yet to have that problem. I'm sure the more
Well,
we travel, we might run into it, but get myself some Trailer Hitch Gel Lube.
it is really nice stuff. I mean, it's not like. Do you grease your ball at all?
No.
Wow. Because I
Bear
used
with
to
me
just
a minute for the noise. I'll be right back.
All right.
I used to just use like the same grease I would put on my wheel bearings and stuff, But that stuff's so nasty and messy.
Yeah. What's up, Charles Breckenridge? No, I have not seen what the James River looks like. However, I did not want a chance going out tonight with all this rain that we got. Like I said, it rained probably about 6 hours straight, pretty heavily. So I didn't want to take any chances tonight with the localized flooding and stuff. So, but no, back to that conversation, Chris. The more I learn about things, the more videos I see about camping, the more videos I see about trailer issues. I feel like you got to carry your freaking hardware store with you everywhere you go, just to
Well,
make sure to fix all the little things that happen.
if you want to be prepared for any situation, that's probably true. But I like to live on the edge.
You and me both.
Well, it's just like, I hear people talking about it all the time. They're like, oh, I had this happen on the boat, and I got to get the tools out and fix it. And I'm like, there are no tools in my boat. I mean, there might be a screwdriver.
I have a tool bag in my truck, and I now keep an impact socket or an impact wrench, battery operated DeWalt impact socket gun in my truck with a set of sockets in case I have to change a tire or anything. It's easier to use that. It actually came in handy because when I was out at the boat ramp one night, I got my boat up on the trailer, and a guy was saying that after he pulled his boat up next to me, he goes, "Man, I don't have the tools, but one of my bunks came loose." So I brought out my impact gun and gave him the socket, and he was able to tighten everything right up, and he was good to go until he got home.
I do keep, like, I've got a big bottle jack and stuff like that in the truck that stays in the truck. It's never been used for anything. I bought it specifically because we travel so much. And if I need to jack that trailer up for the boat, I don't want to have to tear the truck apart to get the truck jack out, which may or may not work in that situation anyway.
Right.
So I keep a 4-way and a bottle jack. When we were having battery issues a few years ago in the boat, I decided to buy one of those jump starting things that's in the truck. So It's not going to do me any good if I need it for the boat, but it's in the truck,
Yeah, I have because of the way my my batteries for my trolling motor are. I have the two 24-volt trolling motor, but anyway, everybody has that. But so I got two 12-volt car batteries in there, and I have the cables coming from the trolling motor hooked to the positive and negative one side, but then on the other side I connect them with the jumper cables.
Yep.
So I got a set of jumper cables in the boat.
I do have a set of jumper cables in the boat.
So I can always jump from my main battery to
motor,
my
I
trolling
could
motor
go from
battery
my
if I need
trolling
to.
motor to the starting motor.
Yep. Yep.
And I didn't tell the complete truth. There are 2 wrenches in the boat that fit the rod holders. In case I ever needed to adjust the rod holder.
Right. Charles, do I think it's money around Hopewell? I don't know about Hopewell just yet. but it may be tomorrow. Yeah, I saw the picture, Charles. That's a nice fish. You caught a bull redfish. But I took my we took our camper to the maintenance shop last Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. It's been over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. Because there was a leak in the toilet area, and then the vent cover wouldn't open or close all the way. So luckily, got notified yesterday or the day before that the extended warranty is going to cover both of them. They're going to replace the toilet and the whole vent fan in the bathroom. So
nice.
Yeah, I was getting a little upset because they were trying to explain to me that the mechanic, when he looked at the vent fan, he said it broke because of over cranking. And she's like, just be aware. I don't want to blindside you that they may not cover it because that's usually a user problem, like a user tried to close it down, keeps cranking it after it's closed or whatever. I said it's been like that since we bought it from you guys just about a year ago, and you guys didn't fix it when we bought it. But luckily, the extended warranty covered both of them, so we don't have to worry. We got to pay for our $50 deductible, and then we got to pay shipping costs for the parts. So it's better than probably the $1,000 it was going to cost for them to fix it all anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's probably $150 an hour in labor too.
Probably.
I kind of wish it was daytime right now. Speaking of labor, this new boat, this small boat, I've been trying to get it all put together and everything. I had this idea in my head of how I wanted to mount the trolling motor because it's a plastic boat. I didn't want to just screw into plastic and say, okay, it's done, because I know it's not going to last. But I had this idea in my head of this bracket that I wanted to make, and I wanted to make it out of aluminum, but I mean, I don't have anything to weld steel, let alone aluminum. So I came up with this idea and had my neighbor down the street weld it up for me. And if it was daytime and stuff, I'd show it to you. But it'll be in the video when I get that video done and get it out. You'll be able to see it there. But the whole reason I'm telling the story is the labor cost. I called a place in the town that we live near and told them, I was like, look, I'm not a company, I'm just an individual. I don't know if you guys do this or not, but I want this bracket made for a trolling motor mount on this boat. And I was wondering if that's something you guys could do. And I was like, yeah, we'll do anything you want, but you need to know that it's $150 an hour for labor, and that includes drafting the plans and stuff for the bracket. And I'm like, well, I can give you all the measurements and everything and tell you what I want. And they're like, yeah, but we still have to put that all together to give to our guys and I'm like, so you're telling me it's going to cost me about $600 to make this? And they said, yes. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, Big Mike said greedy. What's up, Big Mike? Creo Catfishing in the house. What's up, Creo?
Well, I figured now that I have it made out of steel, if I like it, then I could always take it, buy the aluminum and cut them to size and everything, and then just take it to somebody and have them weld it.
Right.
But then again, I'm thinking I've got 2 coats of primer on it and 3 coats of paint on it. I don't think I'm ever going to have to worry about. And the whole piece that I made weighs like 5 pounds, So it's not like it's that big chunk of steel up there is really going to hurt anything anyway.
Right. Yeah, Big Mike said 150 an hour is insane.
Well, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but it was over $100 an hour.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with a guy that I work with about labor costs, and with a company I used to work with 20 years ago. When I first started there, I think it was 21 years ago. Just to bring your computer into the shop and drop it off was $95.
Yeah.
Anything after that was $95 an hour plus parts. Now that cost is about $150. I mean, you're better off just buying a new computer at that point.
Rebel River Cats.
There's Whisker
Oh.
Warrior Rebel River Cats. What's up, Doug? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you coming in.
There's some new people come in. Might as well tell them now that you had some guests that were supposed to be here, but they fell asleep.
That's right. I didn't get to tell everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Yak's out on the water tonight. We were supposed to have some other guests that were going to be, some other pro staffers that were supposed to be out on the water with us, but they, one of them got lazy and fell asleep.
Yeah, she's still asleep.
Oh no, Doug, what's going on? I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I get it. Said he got terrible news from the doctor last week.
Oh no.
I'm sorry to hear that, bud. What's up, Rob Fox? Yeah, my dad is actually in the hospital right now. He just had surgery. He fell. He lives out in Colorado, and he fell a couple of times. I think 2 or 3 times over the last 4 days. The tumor in your lung is cancer. I don't have any other info until further. I'm so sorry, bud.
Sorry to hear that.
Just
So,
keep
Mark-
fighting, man. What's up, Mark? Catfishing crappie in the house. But my dad fell, and this last time he fell, my sister had to go over and try to help him up, and they couldn't get him up, and they called the doctor or called the ambulance, and they got him up, got him to the hospital, and come to find out he broke his leg in 2 different places. He broke his leg in his lower part, the lower bone in his leg, and in the same leg he broke his femur too.
Wow.
So he wasn't going to be a candidate for surgery because he's got a huge history of strokes and heart attack and stuff like that. So, they were just going to stabilize his leg. If it was just one place, stabilize it and let it heal on its own without going in and fixing it surgically. But they had to go in because they had nothing to stabilize his leg too. Like the top part and the bottom part were both broken. So they went in and they put a rod, I think in the upper leg, in the femur, and they supported that. So and then they stabilized the lower part. So once his upper leg heals, it should be able to support his lower leg so that can heal on its own without surgery.
Yeah, that's when we had the motorcycle wreck, and I broke both bones from my knee down to my ankle, and they never put me in a cast. They screwed me all together with plate, zero weight bearing for a little over 12 weeks.
Wow. Yep. I think they said, I think they told my dad like nothing, no weight bearing for 6 to 8 weeks, I think, but I don't know what it's going to be. So Mark said, yeah, my mom is here. She is showing signs of dementia. Man.
Dementia's no fun, man. My grandma's got it.
My dad, or my daughter, went to my dad's about a month or so ago, and she walked in, and my dad yelled to the bedroom where my mom was and said, "Hey, you got company." And my mom said, "Well, who is it?" And he looked at my daughter, and he's like, "I don't remember her name."
Oh, wow.
So we think he's starting to head that way.
Sorry to hear that too.
Yeah, this getting old crap sucks.
That's why I don't get old.
Okay. What's your secret?
Good
Don't
wife.
talk about it.
Let the wife get old. You don't have to.
You're always chasing her, so you're never old. Is that what it is?
There you go.
Oh. Yeah,
What's up,
Bugman
buddy?
said it's tough to live through. I can tell you that. Yeah, I bet. Mark said she was in great health 10 months ago, and then his dad passed, and she went downhill fast. Yeah, that happens. Absolutely, that happens.
Uh,
All right, yeah, you need to catch a fish. This
Look, man, it's already a successful night. Okay, I had the outboard on for more than 10 minutes. I went upriver. I'm able to fish somewhere other than the marina where I can only use a trolling motor. I'm happy. But you're right, I do need to catch a fish.
Of course,
What were you
we'll
saying,
never
Chris?
see it because all we're seeing is your motor. But
it's a beautiful looking motor in blue, though.
Thank you.
Hold on one second.
look at the mug on that.
Sorry, I had to take a nap real quick. Oh, man.
I was when Brian B was on here tonight.
Anthony will be there next month.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, we'll be there in the middle of October.
You guys staying at Chester?
Yep, we'll be in a yurt.
The yurt? Please let me know how that is because Shanna thinks she wants to rent one out at some point.
I just like saying yurt.
Well, it's definitely an interesting word.
For those of you that didn't hear me when I said it, StreamYard has a new feature. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, there's a QR code. That QR code represents FOA customsandgear.com. So if you want to go check that out, you can. If you want to go to that website, just scan that QR code real quick. It'll take you right to the website. If you want to use TSW10, Yak 10, I think it's HH10, save yourself 10%. Go check it out. But all the discount codes for FOA Customs and Gear are in the description of this video, of this live. So go check it out. Yeah, my wife and I were just saying on the way home, we need to schedule some more trips with our camper so we can make use of it instead of it just sitting in the storage.
Right? We bought one. It needs the floor replaced in about half of it.
Oh wow.
That's about the only thing. That's the only thing stopping us from using it. Well, the previous owner had a tank water heater instead of a tankless, and it leaked.
Mm.
But instead of repairing it, they just kept using it. So yeah, that section is pretty squishy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of campgrounds around us, just saying.
Oh, I've already told her we'll be one of our trips is going to be up north.
We're not up north,
You are too. You're norther than we are.
but we're not up north.
Where are you at?
I'm below Indianapolis,
Okay, so that's north of Virginia.
slightly.
Doesn't matter. It could be 1 foot north of Virginia. You're still north of us.
Mark is north.
That is true. He is also north. You just happen to be northwest of us.
Okay, we can say that. I am northwest of you, but I'm not up north.
I think I had a touchy subject there. Even Mark said Chris is not north. Yankee proud. Is that what you're scared of? People call you a Yankee, Chris? Is that what it is?
I've never been called a Yankee. No, I mean you don't hear that around here. You don't hear. I mean, that's a Southern thing.
Oh, I know.
Maybe it's
because we're all Yankees, so that's why we don't hear it. I don't know. I mean,
Well, my wife's family lives in North Carolina, and they consider anybody north of where they live as a Yankee. So, even though Richmond was the capital of the South at one point.
I mean, saying I'm up north is like saying Creole's up north.
No, it's not. It's Creole's south of me. Creole's down south. See, he said all y'all are north. But yes, I did mention that we need to get with you and find a place near you guys so we can come camp up near you guys.
Yeah, you can. We'll take you fishing on the Ohio River so you can see what fishing's really like. See what it's like to struggle for a living.
Oh, I struggle all right. Just I'm not good at fishing. I'll tell you, people that don't struggle, that's them folks from Louisiana.
That's true. In Tennessee.
Well, yeah, Tennessee too, but Creole said you don't come here and fish, it'll ruin you.
Although I will say, that when we went down there and fished with Creole, I mean we caught a lot of fish. Don't get me wrong. We did all right. We caught a lot of fish, but it wasn't anything like what you saw last weekend out of.
Right. I take it. Did you go fish the Atchafalaya or did you fish the Mississippi?
We didn't fish the Mississippi at all. It was so flooded at the time we were down there that we didn't even go on the Mississippi.
That's right. I remember you telling me that. Mark said, you want to ride the struggle bus? Come fish the Fox.
Going back upstream. Be right back.
All right, we'll be right here for you.
The worst thing about going to fish with Creole is the roads.
Oh, yeah? Louisiana roads are horrible?
Louisiana, let me see, how do I put it? You know how, a lot of places complain about the potholes?
Yes.
Well, down there you complain about the flat spots in the road.
There's not enough of them?
I guess. I mean, those roads, they're the worst. I mean, we've been everywhere. And they are hands down the worst roads we've ever driven.
Wow.
Yeah, they were really, really bad conditions when we were down there. There were entire trees everywhere. I mean, there was a few times I know Telly she was gripping, she was holding on to me and the boat because we were moving spot to spot because I mean there were trees everywhere coming down the river.
Wow. I guess that's one of those. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're crossing the river and you're waiting for the trees to go, and then it's like, okay, we just got to go. So he just zigzags in and around the trees to get across the river.
Playing Frogger with the trees.
Yeah.
It's one of those rivers that you don't want to fish with an anchor line. You want to have the trolling motor.
See, that's how they spot drunk drivers. They're the ones that swerve for the potholes.
Everyone swerves to avoid all the potholes. That's how we spot drunk drivers. They drive straight. Wow. And I'll tell you what, the one thing about Tennessee that I can't stand is their bridge joints. They are horrible. When we went down to Chester Frost this last year in May, like going over, the joints between the road and the bridges, those were horrible.
I said I haven't noticed that. Now when we go in October, I'm going to notice it, and I'll be like, they need to fix this.
Mark wants to fish Venice, LA. Oh,
We'll be in Venice next year.
oh yeah,
The real Venice.
the real Venice. I knew you were going to say that. Rio said that's paradise down there, and he says that's what he's been told.
I do know this. I did bring 2 extra regular rods in case I ain't a banker fishing instead, because they are not running a lot of water right now.
Well, shucks.
Yeah, we knew you
So-
meant Venice, Louisiana. Louisiana.
I thought maybe he meant Venice Beach.
Nobody wants to go to California.
No, not really.
I used
being
to when I
told
was a
us
kid. That was like when I was a kid. It was like my dream vacation to go to California.
Why?
I have no idea.
Mark said he'll never go to Cali again. Once was enough.
I'm going to go one more time at least, because I'm going to take my wife and my daughter out there just to say they've been there. But we're going to go by Lake Tahoe.
I can honestly say I've never been to California. Matter of fact, I scratched that. If you count the military, when I went to the desert in California, I was there for like a month.
What's up, Chrissy?
dead.
Brown?
Well, if a month isn't long enough for you to count as being there, I was there for about 15 minutes.
Well, Rubber Cat said he'll be back. He needs some ice cream. That sounds good.
Ice
Chrissy
cream
Brown,
river.
how you doing? Yeah, I flew in to Barstow when I was in the military, and then we went down by bus to Fort Irwin, and then we were at Fort Irwin, well, outside of Fort Irwin for about 2 weeks, and then we were for about a week, and then we were out in the desert for about 2 weeks, and then back at Fort Irwin, then flew back to Kansas. So I was on the top of a mountain, saw the lights of Las Vegas. It's the closest I've ever been to Vegas, too. Maybe I'll get somebody to teach me how to play Keno, and I'll go play Keno in Vegas.
We might go in December. First time. I've never been to Vegas, and we're thinking about going in December.
I've been to Vegas 4 times now, I think.
Somebody's
All
rubbing
for,
it in.
all for bowling tournaments, though.
Non-fishing vacations.
Those don't sound very much fun. Excuse me. Yeah, I know we'll probably book something for South Carolina, Georgia. Don't intend on going all the way down to Florida. I'd love to go up to the main Rhode Island area, but I hear with a big truck and camper, the roads are really small down there. It's really narrow up there. But I hear the land up there, the views are awesome up in Maine and Rhode Island areas.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures from up there. It's beautiful.
Wait till you see the views in Indiana.
Oh, I can't wait.
I've seen Indiana. It's nothing but corn. For a while, it was nothing but corn and construction cones, but then they finally finished the construction.
No, they didn't finish the construction.
Okay,
That's
they
a
moved to a
never-ending
different
thing.
spot that I don't take anymore. I don't know.
It's we talk about that. We live 45, 50 minutes from work, and we take Interstate 65 north to work every day. And I've worked there for over 20 years. And I cannot think of a time when that stretch of interstate had zero construction on it.
Wow.
There's
Well,
always
I'll change my statement slightly. How about a point in time where at least it's more than one lane?
Yeah.
That's right, Mark. I get that.
What did he say?
I get that. He said his wife has a lot of non-fishing vacations. And then Creo's like, Mark, just have her drop you off. And he said, that would be nice, but she deserves them. He said, I have done whatever I wanted for 34 years together. She says, let's go. I say, yes, ma'am.
Fair enough.
That's exactly how it is here, only it's reversed.
Right. Okay.
I'm the boss.
Yep. We all believe you.
You should.
So we got a new critter in our house.
Oh yeah.
Ritter.
What do you get?
Well, not critter. We got another dog.
Okay.
Ah,
Let me see if I can send a picture of our dog to the thing. I'll bring it up on the. So I was at work. Yes.
that's funny.
Let's see.
So Paisley's got a pal.
She does. You're gonna like her too.
Going up river one more time, and then we're gonna go down river if I can't get anything on this next run. So I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see here. And I'll tell you what, when we brought her home, there was zero aggression from any of our animals or her.
Well, wait a minute. Any of your animals? How many you got?
Cat, Paisley, another dog, and then a guinea pig.
No.
Of course, the guinea pig
Yeah,
doesn't know any
3 dogs.
different. What's that?
So now you have 3 dogs?
Correct.
Wow.
Let's see. But yeah, when I was at work, thank you, Mark. When I was at work, 2 weeks, last Thursday, maybe. I think it was last Thursday. I got told there was a dog up in in our records department because our shelter brings dogs over to the main headquarters every now and again. And so I was excited, so I went up there and I visited with the dog and took it outside, and it's an older dog, so it's 10. She's 10, and she came from a bit of a rough household. Her owner was older and had fallen in the house, and they didn't find her for like 3 days.
Wow.
And there was 5 Yorkies in the house with them. So, come on. I'm waiting for the picture to load. But anyway, so she's actually older than Paisley by a year. But she's not quite as old as Bella, because Bella, our Jack Russell Beagle mix, is 15. We'll be 15 this year. Our cat is 13, and she has now made her home in the garage because she doesn't want to come inside. She did come down initially, and she sniffed the dog, and there was no aggression from her either. But But now she usually comes upstairs, but now she doesn't want to come in the house, so she stays out in the garage. Eventually she'll come in the house, but
Mark says, "Don't tell anyone. I do like Yorkies."
my mother-in-law has a Morkie.
A what?
A Morkie. It's a Yorkie mix with something else. I don't remember what it was though.
Interesting.
She's about this big.
Hmm.
And she loves me. But who doesn't? Let's see. I'm trying to... I don't know why the picture won't pull up. Really?
We'll be right here, Mark.
All right.
That's interesting. I didn't know StreamYard did that.
What's that?
There's a little question mark in the upper right-hand corner of Mark's comment because he asked a question.
Oh. Then maybe that's a new feature.
Oh, now you're in here twice.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're muted on both of them.
Let me...
There you go.
There, I'm going to remove that guy. I didn't mean to put him on there.
Yeah, he was ugly anyway.
Oh. All right, let's see if it added it. Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's cute.
That's not a Yorkie.
No, I said she was with 5 Yorkies.
I was expecting to see a Yorkie.
Nope, she is an American Doberman. She is, we're trying to break her of going to the bathroom inside because, like I said, she was, I don't know how long she had been in that house and not been able to go outside. She holds her potty for a while. What's up, butterflies and sunshine? Good evening.
Mr. Sampson.
Sampy back in here. He was one of the first person to say hello in the chat. Excuse me. If anybody's over on Yak channel, what's that?
Fish?
Fish on Yak.
All right, we got you. If you want, is there any way you can turn your camera to the right and up a little bit? If not, don't worry about it. I don't want you to lose the fish. Miss Chrissy. That's okay. Miss Chrissy, She is on puppy pads for the most part. There's times where, we have a bunch of puppy pads downstairs anyway because our older dog has a hard time of holding her bladder. So, but we're gonna try. We've ordered we don't have a fence around our yard, but we've ordered some portable fencing. We're gonna put that downstairs or outside, and we're gonna let her go outside because apparently she likes privacy when she goes to the bathroom. So, unfortunately, there's no privacy in our neighborhood, but maybe this will give her the opportunity to at least stay outside long enough to go to the bathroom. Did you get that fish bumping yet?
Yep.
Awesome.
Since my motor's actually working, I went ahead and attempted to go above the bridge towards the dam. It's not running a lot of water. Looks like it might have been the move.
Sweet.
This ain't a giant, but it's not a bad fish.
Hey, a fish is a fish.
Look, man, you're not kidding. Been a long couple weeks, man.
I bet.
Now that I'm watching him catch a fish, Telly's really in trouble.
In the boat. However, let me get into a safe spot. Be right back.
All right. Miss Christie said, transitioning to the outdoors, start moving the puppy pads towards the door a little each day until you get it to just inside the door, and then move it to outside. Put a rock on the corners to hold it down. Okay. Yeah, I will say that I think the only reason she's using the puppy pads is mainly because we've basically covered the floor in there with them. So she did go in that room before we put puppy pads down. We had to clean it, I think, 2 or 3 times. But like I said, she'll go a day and a half without going to the bathroom because she holds it so long. But like I said, I think that was from her previous lifestyle where I don't think she went out a lot, so she had to hold it.
That's a long time.
I know. It worries us as far as bladder infections go. She did have a really bad uterine infection when they found her, and they had to do an emergency spay. She's had litters of puppies. You can definitely tell that. But she's a sweet dog. She's very Doberman like she'll put her paw up on you, she'll lean on you. She doesn't lick very much, but she does lick some. But she's very attached. Yeah, you're muted by yourself, so I can't unmute you, just so you know. I agree, butterflies. We don't feel like that's one of the reasons why we're still fostering her instead of right out adopting her. So I've talked to the kennel lieutenant who runs the kennel, and so we're gonna foster her for this week, next week, make sure she's okay health wise, and then we're probably 98% sure we're keeping her, but there's always that off chance of something happening. But she's a good dog. Another thing is she doesn't come up the stairs. So she sleeps downstairs by herself, unfortunately. But We don't know the reason as to why. Welcome back, Mark. Why she there you go. Why now she does have arthritis in her back, hips, so that could be part of the reason, but so Mark, you're right on time. Anthony has caught a fish. He's getting ready to weigh it.
Might not be for weighing it. Might look scale at the house.
Oh boy. Rookie.
Damn.
If nothing else, you got a tape measure. We can take the measurements.
Yeah, we'll get something on it. Either way.
Just hold it up. I'll tell you what it is. I'm professional.
That's right. Chris knows his sizes. As long as it's not over 5 pounds. 1.48.
I'll pretend like I didn't hear that.
He can tell you exactly what 1.48 pound fish looks like.
Aha!
Eddie Grove.
Found a scale.
The power on?
It does. Believe it or
Nice.
not. Yeah.
Oh, I believe it. Mark, those hellfire lights here. Hey, not a bad fish.
Nice.
It's about 1.5 for the thing, so 26 pounds.
26 pounds, 27 pounds, something like that, yeah. A nice fish.
Mark asked if those are Hellfire lights you're using.
Yes, they are.
Man knows lights.
The blue ones, anyway. You know what? I'm going to go against my wife's wishes. Don't tell her I said that.
Your secret
For a
saved
second.
all of us.
For just a second. The nice thing about this camera that I got set up now is I can move it to the back of the boat. And maybe I can get y'all a decent shot of it with some lighting. You know, that stern light's so bright.
Appreciate everybody coming in. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week. Oh, excuse me. I may need some coffee myself. Craig, you were supposed to bring me some coffee. What happened? Did you fall asleep?
Must have.
Chris was supposed to bring me some coffee when he brought it back. I think he fell asleep on that job too.
I brought coffee.
Not for me.
I drank yours.
Oh, selfish. So if anything happens to Canada, we know nothing.
You're breaking up, Dustin.
How about that?
Must be using an iPhone.
Nope, I'm on Verizon Wi-Fi.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Might just keep this angle. This angle all right for you guys?
Yeah, I think
I'm sitting here, boy.
yeah, that'll be all right.
I said I'll stick with that. Easier to see y'all. A little harder to hear, but I'm at the dam, so it's not like I wanted to hear in the first place, right?
Dustin's frozen. He must be trying to reboot his iPhone.
Nope. Is that better?
So far, yes.
Okay. I've actually moved from my Verizon wireless connection to my iPhone.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, okay. Butterfly says, nice fish, Yak.
Thank you very much, man.
I can almost guarantee you that my picture and my audio are 100 times better than they were now.
They are better.
Yep. Actually, I think we're going to go ahead and try the T-Mobile home Wi-Fi, the cellular Wi-Fi, and see if that does any better than this horrible Verizon Wi-Fi we got.
Just get a Starlink.
Can't afford it. I don't make hooks and hammocks money.
It's because you got 17 dogs.
Well, that's all that Keno he's playing.
I know he's good at Keno. He's going to teach me how to do that one day.
In case anybody's wondering, I'm using a probably 95% FOA rig. The only thing I'm not using this FOA from the swivel down is the dropper loop to the sinker. It's just cheap line, so I need to be able to break off. But 3-way swivel, the 85-pound leader line, 4-inch Nina Ninja, and a 12-aught river sticker.
River sticker.
Yep.
Along with that line protector too.
What line protector?
It goes that little thing that goes over the line.
Yeah. They go for the spook. Yeah.
Yep.
Those things. Okay. See what the best part about this is, in my opinion, the fact is you can adjust it. You know, if I'm running a bigger bait or I'm in a snaggier area, I can move this spook closer to the hook. Yeah, granted, I have to worry about the fish biting on it instead at that point, but I can get away with it. And then obviously, if I'm running a smaller bait, or if the fish are a little higher in the water column, or sorry, let me rephrase. The higher column, move it closer to the hook. If they're lower in the water column, closer to the bottom where I'm fishing at a left snaggy area, then I can move it closer to the swivel, and it just barely sitting under it. You know, it could be, this far under it or whatever instead. You know, I like that. I like that variety with this because before, when I was using anything like this, I tied it to each eye because I didn't like the idea of it sliding as much. But this rubber piece, the tube, actually holds it still. I like that a lot.
Absolutely.
Then for bait, we're using half of a shad.
Oh, okay.
You know, another great thing about a lot of those the FOA products are the names that they've got for things. You know, like the river sticker, the FN rods, the bottom pounders. I mean, whoever came up with those names must be one fantastically handsome individual.
Well,
wow. I don't see the correlation between the two, but yeah, Freddie is a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, because he asked me for some names.
All right, bear with me a minute. I'm going to move back into the current, so be right back.
All right.
Just be safe.
100%. I'm wearing my life vest, Brandon style,
Yeah.
And,
Hey, Yak.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and mute you so I can unmute you when you're ready.
Works for me. I'll wave at you.
All right. It's easier that way. But yeah, the double Y rods, the FN rods, the bottom pounders. It's pretty funny names there, Hooks.
Slime sling.
Slime sling. It's the first time hearing that one.
Nobody. Well, that's the name of it, but they don't call. Nobody calls it by its name. It's the slime sling.
Everybody just calls it FOA sling.
I know, but it is officially a slime sling.
You look a little hurt that nobody uses that term.
It doesn't really bother me so much.
I think you've only said it 6 times in the last 30 seconds.
The slime sling?
Yep, 7. Oh. Excuse me. Are you going to stay with us through the entire show, Chris?
No.
I didn't think so.
The LR boards.
LR boards? Left and right boards?
Lee Reed.
Oh.
But yes, left, right, lake, river, LR boards.
Whoa. Come on, Yak. You're unmuted.
Good.
I'm ready for a week in Tennessee.
You're going to spend all week?
No, I don't think we won't be there for a week. I'm trying to remember. I think might be there like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Something like that. I don't think it's the whole week.
Gotcha.
I don't know. She tells me what days we're going. I schedule them. Vacation.
She says we're doing this. You say yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Got it.
Funny how that's the polar opposite of what we said 20 minutes ago.
I know.
Well, so the way the real truth is, I say I want to go here, make it happen,
Oh, okay. Got it now.
and then she tells me the dates and everything, and I say yes, ma'am.
Okay. I wonder if that story would change if we asked her.
No,
No? Okay.
she lies.
Oh, boy.
You know, after 2 weeks of not being able to fish, that was a nice feeling.
I agree.
I've missed that.
I told him the same thing earlier, Mark. I said putting up with him is exhausting. I'm sure. I see the gears turning. He's trying to think of something to say.
No.
Mark wants to know if you finished up the boat.
It's about the only thing I really have left to do is mount the fish finder. So I've got, well, actually I have to wire up the trolling motor, which is no big deal. It's just connecting the pigtail that came with the boat to the trolling motor. And then the fish finder, and that's really it. I'm still debating on like where the drain is on the boat. It's got kind of a rubber seal that's connected to the plug, so you can when you unscrew the drain plug, it's like on a flapper. It stays connected all the time because it's a plastic boat and stuff. And I'm thinking about taking that apart and putting silicone around it and then putting it back together, just to make sure it's not going to leak, because that's one of the things that a lot of people did complain about with those boats, was that it would leak around that drain. So I'm thinking about siliconing that first. So yeah, I've got to wire the trolling motor, which is no big deal. I mean, it's just connecting it together and putting shrimp tube on it. I want to silicone that, and then I've got to put oil and grease in the lower unit of the motor. But then it's ready for the water.
Nice. What kind of trolling motor did you get for it?
Tarova. what's been the big problem with me, Mark, is, I mean, you know, I got the boat and made that first video on it, and then it hit 96 degrees and never got any cooler. And when it was at 96 degrees, it was pouring rain. So that kind of kept me from working on it for a month or more. And now that it's actually kind of cooled down and I'm capable of going out there and working on it, I just haven't had the motivation to do it. I mean, well, the other big thing was I was waiting on getting that bracket made for the trolling motor, and I was kind of at the mercy of my neighbor down the road because I can't weld anything. I don't have a way to weld. So I had to wait for him to have the time to do it. Another one, all right.
Oh,
that hurt.
Yeah, this YouTube business it can be a lot of work.
Fish on, Dustin.
We got you.
Oh, it came off. Dang it.
Oh, we gonna got you. Got us all excited for a fish.
Go ahead and mute me, Dustin. I'm gonna move back up.
All right.
The motor really didn't sound all that loud.
Let's see.
Is he unmuted?
Yeah,
I don't hear anything.
I don't either.
You sure he's unmuted?
Really? All right, you see this little icon right here next to you that says yak?
That's really weird that it's that quiet.
It may be on the noise canceling.
Oh. You must have an Android.
Yeah, okay. Automatically adjust mic volume echo canceling is on. The reduce mic background noise is not, so. You've been unmuted this entire time, Yak. It wasn't that bad.
Okay, cool.
Matter of fact, we didn't hear anything at all.
That's good to know.
We heard you when you started the motor. That was about it.
Gel shots in his knee. What's that? Is that like the what do they call that?
So I've heard about the gel shots. So essentially, it's replacing the cartilage in your knee.
Interesting.
It's something newer.
What are those shots? I mean,
cortisone shots?
Huh?
You talking about cortisone shots?
Cortisone shots. That's what I was trying to think of.
No, this is supposed to replace the cartilage between your knee or in your knee. It's a non-surgical method to extend your knees so you don't have to get them replaced as quickly. I'm glad your knees feel better.
That had been a good fish, man. That really hurt.
I saw him keep looking at his thumb. I was like, he got line burn on his thumb from that fish.
Yep.
It ain't bleed, but I'm going to have Band-Aid on something to keep it from being so tender.
That's the one thing that worries me about, because, I mean, Telly and I, we don't have any experience bumping. I've done it. I've caught a total of 3 fish bumping, and she hasn't caught any. But I worry about her starting to learn to bump and stuff because of the line burn potential.
Right.
Not that it's that serious of an injury, but I just don't like to see her get hurt at all. You know what I mean?
So that's why, like, when I've only been bumping once with Bobcat, but I did walk baits on my boat that one night. But when I bump with my left hand, so that I can lock it down with my right hand if really quick.
Oh, and I kept my "stay off your knees" comment to myself. Now, Telly's reel actually has a button on it that she can just use that button to let line out instead of putting her thumb on the reel or on the on the spool. She actually has a button on her reel that keeps you from having to do that.
Okay. Like I said, I've only been bumping once, walking baits once, but I know when I did catch the one fish I caught bumping, it didn't take me long to engage that reel.
Now, I haven't caught anything. I think the biggest fish I caught bumping was when we were in Louisiana, and it was like 10 pounds maybe.
Gotcha.
Wasn't nothing big. And I thought I was hung up. And when I started reeling down on it, to try to get it unhung, that's when I realized it was a fish. So it's not like it took off on me or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll be right back.
What rod is that, Yak?
This is the Shattered Cat bumping rod.
Okay.
I bought the first time I went to CatCon. I'm looking forward to the FOA one coming out. I know I'll be getting at least one.
They're pretty nice.
I've not used the FOA one yet. I know Brandon likes it a lot.
I haven't been able to use it bumping yet, but I mean it's a nice rod. It really is.
I got you. So the Shattered Cat was the first one I ever used. I've used a couple other ones. I used the Uncle Lou one. I think I used the Twisted Tackle one, or Twisted Cat, or something. I can't remember what it's called. Tangle and Catfish. I've used that one. Out of those three, the Shattered, they're four. My Shattered is my favorite so far. But I like the fact that the FOA one seems to be a little softer in the middle. I think it'll make it a little more forgiving. It'll also make it funner for anybody who's fishing smaller waters. I think. I could be wrong. But they actually look really good.
I think that's what I'm going to do with this smaller boat is stick with all FOA rods on it because, like the 6 foot, because it's such a much smaller boat. I may just stick with the FOA rods. The only thing that worries me about doing that is they're a much stiffer rod. And, most of the things we're going to catch here where we're going to be putting that boat is channel cats.
Right. Well, I know that during that chicken tournament we were in, that live fishing league chicken tournament, I was using this rod, and even the couple of pound channel cats, and they were smacking the sun out of it. It was still a blast. I don't know that the stiff rods is still going to be a problem. Just from the channel cat aspect, at least. Like that probably would have been more fun, I think, with something a little more relaxed.
Nina and Freddie, they're in chat. Nina says they're in the car listening.
Well, I caught one, ripped the hide off my thumb on another one, and I just missed another one a minute ago. It never hooked up. So I found some fish. Just trying to get them in a boat.
Where are you guys going, Nina? Why are you out in the car at 11:30 at night? Inquiring minds want to know.
I just switched to this reel today. I was using the Ozark Trail X10 because I got it for like $30 and I had a decent amount of line capacity. But very quickly found out when bumping with it that it didn't really have enough drag to be able to break off when you were needing to break off in a hurry for safety reasons.
That's odd. Mark and Chrissy Brown both said they don't see Nina in chat.
So it depends on which channel you're on.
Oh, she could be okay. Yeah, we see both channels.
Yep, we're on both Yak Fishing Adventures and Team Snaggin Whiskers. So, and I think, are we on yours too, Chris?
I'm sorry?
Are we on your channel too tonight?
No.
Okay.
Need to switch channels.
That's one way to do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. The last fish stole my bait. Good thing I got a whole bag of them.
Nina said they were on their way back from date night.
Nice. What a coincidence. Wasn't that what Dustin did too?
I don't listen to Dustin.
I'm going to try to go back to the fourth pillar again, see if I can get that fish to come back on.
Exactly, Mark. Dustin who?
Dustin who? Killer nuts. All right, I'll be right back.
Red Eagle Fishing. Welcome in.
Who is it?
Red Eagle Fishing.
Welcome in.
Dustin must have to go poop. Holy crap, Nina, where'd you go on date night? She said now they have to drive 3 hours to get home.
You what, Chris?
Nina said they have to drive 3 hours to get home. Where in the world they go on date night?
That's a good question.
Bugman said me. I don't know what he's talking about. They went to the casino. Was he there? I saw him at a casino one time. He's a jerk.
Who we talking about?
They said they went to see if Keno Chris was in Maggie Valley. Freddie said he was bad luck. his bad luck was there.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Dustin's iPhone just took a crap. He's completely gone.
Uh-oh.
I would put you full screen, but I don't have any control.
Right.
Well, Nina, hopefully you guys didn't lose too much. Oh, wow. They were there for 7 hours.
Been doing somewhat okay to be there 7 hours. I don't usually stay more than a couple hours when I'm losing.
I was going to say, I don't know that I've ever spent 7 hours in it. Well, yeah, I probably have. Typically, I'm there between 2 and 4 hours.
Yeah.
Except the real bad days. I mean, I've actually walked in the casino before, been there 20 minutes and left.
Yep.
On the really bad days.
I've had one of those days. Luckily, it's been one.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Thank
You missed it. I caught an 80-pound fish while you were gone.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Tell him, chat. Tell him. It happened.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, we talked about you while you were gone for sure.
That's okay. Red Eagle Fishing, what's going on? Good evening. There's Miss Nina. Nina's kayak crew. How you doing, Miss Nina?
They went on date night, 3 hours from home.
Oh, wow. That's a long drive.
They went looking for Keno Chris. I told him that guy's a jerk.
I could have told you that.
Mark wants to know if you washed your hands when you were done.
Yes. I forgot that I had it connected to my phone, and I brought my phone with me downstairs. And my laptop disconnected from it.
I'm glad we couldn't hear anything.
You would have just heard me saying, Landon, come on, it's time for bed. And then I got some water too. Yeah, your date night. I'm glad you made it 7 hours for your date night, because it's a 6-hour driving time for anything less than 6 hours a date night.
I don't know that I could go to the casino if it was a 3-hour drive. Yeah, I could.
You would. You got something?
No.
No. It doesn't seem to be the weight, though, either.
Nope. That's not. There you go. It might have been the way. Hang on. I got it all back.
I hear that. Mark said I only like drive 3 hours to fish. Well, Neil, I hope y'all had a great time. I'm glad y'all made it home safe. That's the main thing.
Well, I figure, they spent 7 hours there, so they at least had some fun, or they wouldn't have been there that long. They may not have
True.
won anything, but they must have had a good time.
Mark said he drove 2.5 hours to the Wisconsin River last week, and that was rough. Oh. So they made a conscious decision to go an extra hour and a half.
It takes me right at about 20 minutes to get to my casino. Have you seen the video? The guy's got a Tesla and he tells it to take him somewhere he's never been. It takes him
I
to
think
the
so.
gym.
A lot of interesting places. So, where to go?
It takes him to the gym.
Yes, I saw that one.
Oh, they had a live band there.
Nice.
Shut up, Freddie. He knows how long it takes me to go fishing. Minimum hour and a half. One way. Tonight took a lot longer than that.
In your dreams.
We've started watching How I Met Your Mother.
Uh-huh.
We've been binge watching that. That's what we fell asleep to earlier.
Must not have been very good.
That's actually really good. I don't know if you've seen them or not. But
I don't know.
it's pretty funny.
I think I've seen parts of it.
That's kind of how I was. I'd seen bits and pieces of. I'd never seen an episode all the way through, but I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's just start watching them. And now we're on we're almost into season 6 now. I think there's 9 seasons total.
Wow. Man, it looks like a lot of work to bump that small area.
You've been to that dam, haven't you?
I believe so.
Yeah, from the actual dam wall to that bridge is really not that far.
Oh, absolutely. Is that as far you're going yet? It's just to the bridge?
Right now, yeah. But I can't see good enough to actually weave it.
Yeah, we went when Bobcat took me. We went up there and then we bumped down past the barge tie-offs.
Right.
Well,
That's where I actually caught my fish.
He has a really nice setup with his trolling motor where he can bump it side to side as well instead of just dealing with forward and back. So he can aim the drift between those piles. Whereas I do not have that luxury. So I'm kind of stuck at the mercy of where the boat goes based on the current. So I have to really pick if I'm going to fish above it or below it. I don't really have the option to bounce between the two.
Gotcha.
It's called jogging. Yeah, it's jogging
Yep.
feeder.
Yep.
So yes, Mark, it's the same spot. And then if there's enough flow, you can bump all the way down past those barge tie-offs and stuff. But Yak said they don't have that much flow right now, so that's why he's going
Gotcha.
all the way up to the wall.
If this is what Bob told me. All right, I'm gonna give you all a secret, Bob's secret. All right, the fourth pylon. If the top of that square block at the base of the pylon is underwater, you're roughly at about 32,000 CFM. And in his opinion, that's like the sweet spot for bumping.
Interesting.
My boat cannot handle above the train bridge towards the dam at 32,000. I have my trolling motor on 8 right now, and I'm still going 1.3 miles an hour. So, but below the bridge, it cuts off so fast speed-wise that about 50 yards below the bridge, I was going 23 miles an hour. So, it's a very narrow. So, like I said, if I hadn't have caught that fish and hooked in that other one, I probably would be anchor fishing right now.
Gotcha.
But since I am getting bites, I'm going to keep going with what I'm getting bites with at least.
$59 degrees. I don't know what it is here. I think that's about what it was supposed to get down to tonight. High 50s.
It's 68 degrees here.
So water temp?
No,
it's still 80, it's still 80 and a half here.
What's your water temp?
80 and a half degrees.
Really?
Yeah. Here, let me check my other fish, trying to make sure. Yeah, 80.8 on one, 80.5 on the other.
Wow.
Missed my lanes. I'm getting back up in a second.
I wonder if ours has jumped back up. I know it was 76 last Saturday. Oh, that's true. Nina said I'll get warmer once they get out of the mountains.
Yeah, that's one of the problems here too, is the mountains. Get up in the mountains and it's cooler here in Indiana. You're not going to laugh at that.
I didn't hear you. What?
I said, that's the problem we have here too. You get up in the mountains in Indiana, it's cooler. See, Mark laughed at it.
Well, I was spacing there for a minute. I didn't know that I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the second part of your comment. You act like Indiana's flat.
Once you go north of me, it is flat.
Oh,
I know we're chasing cabins, but you know what would be cool?
what's that?
An 8-foot sturgeon. I've never caught one on rod and reel. They're all over here. Lots of people catch them. I've never caught one. My wife's caught one. Kids half my age have caught them. The only one I ever caught was in a cast net.
I've never even seen one in real life. No, I have. Nina caught one when we were down there. So I did see one. I take that back.
Well,
Yeah, I
I know of a
haven't.
spot. I know of a spot to target them, but until I get a second gas tank, I can't get down there. It's too far of a go for a 6-gallon for me. To be comfortable, let me put it that way. So my next purchase for this boat's another gas tank.
Yeah, they used to. Over the last couple of years, I haven't seen as many sturgeon jumping in the James River, but they used to. I mean, it used to be big ones, 6, 7, 8 foot sturgeon clearing the water on a consistent basis. But it's been few. I don't think I've seen one jump, especially a big one, for a couple of years now.
Right.
Nina said she caught hers down from the Chickamauga Dam.
For which dam?
Chickamauga.
Yeah, that's where they get stocked down there at Coolidge Park. So this stretch has a good concentration of them. But I also know that I think it's Center Hill Reservoir, or the dam up there. I mean, at Center Hill, there's a very large concentration of them up there for some reason. I don't know if they migrated from here up there because colder water or cleaner water or what. Of course, they have to get past. They had to get past Kingston, Kingston and everything to get up there. So I don't know.
When's your next time going to a casino, Chris?
I might go tomorrow.
I figured you were going to say that.
It's been 4 or 5 days now since I've been. But like I was telling you earlier, I've got enough videos now. I can schedule all the way out through the first or second week of December.
Very nice.
It's not like I need videos. The only bad thing about having them that many videos is I've had a lot of people sending me their numbers.
Right.
That they want me to play their numbers, and I've done them, but they may not see them till November or December.
Dang it.
Yep.
I'm 1 for 4 now, Dustin.
Had another hit?
Yeah. He felt smaller. I do have big baits on. I probably could downsize some, but
Mark, go ahead.
We're in that time of year where I feel like it's kind of you kind of want to go big or go home. They're getting ready to start feeding heavy for the winter, and
I just said it's been 4 or 5 days since I've been there. When I first started the channel, I was going almost every single day because I was putting out a video every day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I won the boat, right?
Yes, the boat came from casino winnings. Everything on that boat came from casino winnings. The trolling motor, the gas motor, the boat, the trailer, everything. live intervention. The last several times,
little fish.
The last several times I've went, just because I'll get, $30 to $60 in free play. So I go in there just to play my free play, because if you don't use them, you lose them.
Right.
So I'll go in there and just use my free play and try to get a video or maybe two out of the free play.
Definitely one way to do it.
He says he's too tired.
I'd say that's the best way to do it. Use the free play to make your videos.
Well, there's a casino it's down by one of the places we fish on the Ohio River a lot.
Right.
And their their Keno selection is awful. But at the beginning of every month, they give me $160 in free play.
Huh.
And I've only been there a grand total of like 4 or 5 times now. And they're giving me $160 in free play. They'll give us a free room for 2 nights and dinner. So I'll go down there at the beginning of the month and just use that free play. And if I win any money at all, I take it back to my casino and use it to play Keno.
They're going to be on to you now. They're watching.
Right.
Yeah, Mark, that's how our next cruise that we're going on next year was, because I gambled on the Alaskan cruise. We got a junior suite for the Greek Isles cruise we're going on next year.
I wonder if they would have been at that. Would that junior suite would have also been available on a cruise that started in the United States?
Yeah, there were a lot of cruises to choose from.
Okay.
But she had already decided she wanted to do the Greek Isles. She decided that before we even went to Alaska.
Gotcha.
Be right back.
Wow. 3 homes on the beach in Greece.
Wow. I bet.
Yeah, we get to Venice. We got 2 days in Venice before we leave on the cruise. And then we do the Greek Isle cruise and then come back home. Apparently my daughter's going now. She's starting to work overtime and stuff so she can pay her way and go.
Nice. Mark said his whole family owns restaurants here. Says we can use one and he will have his family take care of us. Wow. That's definitely the way to go.
So with this being the last episode of the season, guys, you guys want to talk about what the plans are for next season? Or if there's even going to be a next season?
This is your show, brother.
I started it, but it's definitely an FOA family show now.
Absolutely. You lead, we will follow.
But I don't mind doing June through October again. Other than a couple of weeks where there was holidays, it wasn't that bad as long as I actually keep the boat running. That was the biggest hurdle for me this year.
Yep.
Oh, come on, come back. Come back. Come on, come back. Please eat it. He did it twice. He ain't got the hook, though. Probably a channel or a gar.
I mean, I've definitely enjoyed fishing with you guys on the times when I was able to do it.
Well, like I said, I definitely don't mind doing it again, and we can always adjust the time or something too if we need to. I kind of did just the 10 to 2 thing because I know for a fact that my wife and my daughter are taken care of before I go away and all that good stuff. But if it needs to be earlier for you guys, or even if it needs to be later, we can definitely talk about it. Or for you fans that are watching, obviously, if you guys have input, I know some of y'all can't stay up late. Some of y'all wish we were later. So definitely open to suggestions.
I think we got a lot of time to discuss. I'd like to try to get more FOA family members up here.
Yeah, we only got Brandon up here once. Chris been up here
Yep.
a few times. Boss man Freddie hadn't been on at all. Brian B, no surprise there, but he ain't been on.
Freaking Freddie.
I think Brian goes to bed at 9 o'clock, so
Yeah, I
Brian
know.
didn't fish anyway.
that's true. Least he can do is read chat.
I actually called Chad today and told him we were going to go and see if he was going to try to talk him into coming out tonight, but they were already on the water fishing when I called him.
Oh.
And then Telly wouldn't let me go anyway.
Yeah, that's the story I heard too.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, it is officially 12:01. It is now Sunday.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there thinking it's probably time for me to go to bed.
I figured if I said something, you were going to say something like that.
I've been watching the clock. Yeah, it's one of those, that little nap I had earlier. Now it's like I'm too awake to try to go to bed. But I know I need to go to bed because I got things to do tomorrow.
Right.
I might actually try to take those. There's some lakes just down the road from us. I may take that little boat over there tomorrow and just, test. I can't run the gas motor on them, but I can get out there and do like stability test for the video, things like that with the trolling motor.
Yeah.
What do you mean tonight, Mark?
Isn't it always?
That's what I was thinking.
What I missed?
Mark said, "Holy smokes, Chicago's violent tonight. Just saw some crazy stuff on X." Oh, it's special tonight. Special violent tonight.
Interesting.
Well, I've downgraded from a headpiece to a body section. We'll see what happens. First fish I landed in the one about to throw my thumb off. Those were on headpieces. Because they had halves. Really, a half a shad, but still.
I was gonna say that piece you held up earlier was a little more than just a head.
I haven't had luck getting big bait this year, other than like once or twice. I've essentially had 0. I think I've had 5 skipjack in the boat the whole year, and I paid for them all. I didn't catch them.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I think everybody everywhere has struggled with skipjack this year.
And the sad thing is, I mean, maybe, and it could be just me. Obviously, my fishing's been limited to the boat being down. But when I have fished with the skipjack, it's not been that impressive either. Like the fish know, you know, like, hey, those things aren't really good this year. Or, oh, hey, there's not that many of them this year, so it's not the food source I'm chasing, or what, you know, something. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not saying fish are maniacs or anything, but they're trying to survive just like any other species.
You know what I haven't had a problem finding this year for bait?
White bass.
Salmon.
I'm sure the store is stocked. Oh, I saw it too.
What'd you see?
A figure behind Chris.
Did you see somebody? I just heard something. Oh, that's my son. I thought our ghost was back.
Do tell Miss Telly we said hello and we missed seeing her.
Yeah, I'll tell him for sure.
I know Shannon was excited when I said that Chris and Telly were fishing with us. She's like, oh, yeah, really? And then y'all didn't fish with us, so.
That's all Telly's good.
I'm not even sure she stayed to watch the show at that point.
She probably turned it on, saw we weren't there, and went to bed.
Probably.
I almost did the same thing.
Whatever.
So you said you only brought 2 extra rods tonight?
Yeah, if the fight dies, which it might have, I haven't really had any more good hits in the last drift or two. There's a couple of spots that I've been wanting to not bank fish, but anchor fish for a while. Around those barge tie downs and those eddies, I really want to fish there some. And then behind Chat State, there's a couple of spots I've been told by a couple of guys that supposedly flatheads frequent. And you can't really fish it from the bank because that park's closed during the night.
Right.
So yeah, there's a couple of spots. Like I said, one of these days I'm gonna go fish downtown tonight, and it's gonna be very soon. Like I said, the very next purchase I'm getting for this thing is another gas tank. And then I can go downtown and I can explore other lakes and not worry about running out of gas.
I hear you.
Obviously, tonight being the first night using this 90, I have no idea how much gas it uses compared to the 60. So gotta learn that too.
Yep, very important. Rebel River Cats, Whisker Warrior, Rebel River Cats, Doug Talley said, I've only made it on the river 3, maybe 4 times this year. I'm hoping I can get out again before it gets too cold. I hope so too, buddy.
Me too.
Is that a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke?
It's 2-stroke. The V4 instead of an inline this time, though. The hole shot with it's much higher than my last one, which is nice. I'm not a tiny person by any means. And I still drive it faster in the dark than Dustin would like.
Absolutely.
I do have headlights on it now, though, so I can at least light up the buoys and stuff. I'm not just trusting my limited eyesight and my fish finders. My top speed with the other one was only like 33, but even with all the current, I was still hitting 38 on the way up here. So I'm curious what's going to be going downstream.
Too fast.
Probably. And I don't need the fastest boat in the world. I just need to get from point A to point B. That's all I wanted. But then the only reason we went to the 90, one, cheaper to buy a 90 than it was to get another 60. Almost everywhere we found. And then on top of that, like I said, when I have a boat full of people, being able to actually get on plane faster was important.
That's the one thing. I mean, I've got a 90 on our boat, and it even with one extra person in there, with that third person, it just it takes 3 times longer to get on plane.
Yeah, with 3 or 4 blade prop.
3.
Yep. That's what I was told. I transitioned to a 3 just because it was cheaper, and that was the only one that was available to me at the time. But they say the 3 blade. Oh, look! Speaking of Brian B, look at that. Bubbles is in the chat.
Must have said his name
Bubbles.
3 times.
The guys at Bass Pro told me the 3 blade prop it takes longer to get on plane, but you got a higher you can get a higher speed out of it because there's less drag on the props. But if you go to 4 blade, you have a better hole shot, but you won't be able to get up as fast.
All right, well,
you won't be able to go as fast.
This one's still only a 3 prop, I think. Remember right? It's just 30 more horsepower. That's the difference for me in this case.
I definitely noticed my boat getting on plane this last weekend with me, Ryan, and Sean all on the boat. Usually I used to not have an issue, even with I've had 9 people on my boat before, which is the max it can hold. When I had my 4 blade, and it took a minute to get up on plane, but I was able to get up on plane with just the 3 of us. Because it's a 90 horsepower, just the 3 of us with this 3 blade prop, I was able to do it, but it took a lot longer.
Well, like I said, if it ever got to the point where it was a problem, I could switch, obviously. But I've lost, at this point, I think 65 pounds, and I know Shane is working on losing weight, so it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. Now, if we start bringing a bunch of other people, but I'm limited on space with this boat.
Right.
It says either 7 or 9 people is the max capacity persons-wise, but they're definitely enough seating for that. Not unless they're all kids.
Yep. I'm sure they have a average size in mind when they tell you that. Well, because my boat's 9 people or 1,290 pounds, I think, or 1,240 pounds.
Oh, here it is. 7.
Divide that by 9.
Yeah, it never works out.
No.
7 persons or 1,000 pounds, I think was what mine says. If I can read it, it's bouncing in and out of a shadow, so I can't see it for sure.
Yes, you're looking at what, 125 pounds a piece? If you got 7
Something like
people
that,
in there.
Yeah.
You see that box right there, Freddie? That's where it's at.
Prop fin.
Come on. Where you at?
Yes.
Finally got to hit that spot again where that fish was. Appeared to be home.
Yep. See, I can't install one of those anymore because I got that trolling motor mounted to my cavitation plate.
I don't even know if I'm going to put that on there.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Oh.
But see, I ordered that. Me and Telly and Freddie and Nina went to Tennessee on the Cumberland River. What was that? 3 months ago? Something like that. When I ordered that. So it's been sitting there in that chair ever since.
It does you a lot of good sitting in the chair, in the box, in the package still.
Yeah, but still in the package.
Was that an impulse buy?
Yeah, Freddie had one on his new boat, and I was like, maybe I'll order one because you don't have to drill or anything for that one. It just slides on, and then it's got like set screws to lock it in place.
Oh,
Shut up, Brian B. July is when we were there. Yeah, we were there on the 4th, weren't we? I think. I don't know. I just go. I don't remember dates. That's what my planner does. My scheduler.
isn't your scheduler's name Telly?
Yep.
Fish.
All right.
Oh. Keep it on. Keep it on.
Not in a good spot, though. I'm ready for some pylons.
Don't burn your thumb.
Whoa.
Dang it. I didn't say that out loud. My bad.
What's wrong? Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Oh. One.
You all right?
Yeah. Definitely heading back to the dock just today. I bounced off my trolling motor if I smashed the hull. But I have a rod that's stuck in my trailer now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh. And as long as the line doesn't break, I'll get the rod back, but it's definitely in the water.
No, he wasn't using that. He started the motor to try to get to straighten the boat up to get away from that pillar.
I did, and then it got stuck in the prop. Of course, then I shut the motor off to try not to ruin the motor and smack the pylon anyway.
Trolling motor still work?
Trolling motor's still working.
Okay, good.
Like I said, I'm heading back towards it now. I know the bilge pump works, so I ain't worried about that part. For this fish finder, I ain't got a different one. Didn't catch it broadside, at least. I was worried that was going to happen. That's why I turned the motor on.
Where did you say you lost the rod?
And the trolling motor is still working. It's not making any funny sounds at the moment, so I should be okay.
Well, that's good. Did your line break, or did you say you lost the rod?
It's my rod is currently in the water.
Oh.
I think behind the boat, being pulled by the trolling or by the prop and the motor, because I definitely had to set it down in order to try to. I was going to run to the front of the boat and try to push me off the pillar before I hit it.
Gotcha.
And of course, I ended up letting go of it. So it might be gone. It might be stuck in the prop. It might be in the bottom of the river. I don't know yet.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay.
Oh, yeah, me too. tilt my motor up, see if I chance that rod's still on there. I don't really want to lose that rod. I like it.
Is it too soon to ask, is the fish still on?
I have no clue.
Uh-oh. Hey, Mrs. Yak.
Hey, Mrs. Yak.
Are you serious?
Yep. She says, hi, guys.
Hi, Taylor. I'm on the way back to the dock. Had a fish on. Was fighting it good. Tried to bridge. It yanked me into the bridge.
She says, why?
Before you ask, yes, I'm okay. Being safe and going back to the boat ramp. That's it.
Everything's fine.
Yep.
She said, well, okay then.
Yep.
Yeah, he's fine. He had a fish on and
Oh, good news. I still got the rod.
oh good.
Drag him behind the boat. See if I can get a hold of it. I'd rather have it in the boat than out of the boat.
Yeah, just don't run that motor till you know you got all that line out of that prop.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Yep. There's the rod and reel. Don't know if the fish is still on it or not. I doubt it, but it would be kind of cool.
We should have something to show for all that.
No kidding.
Nina said, "Where's the fish?"
No, Mrs. Yak, he's not going to use it because he's got the line wrapped around the prop right now.
I'll have to get back to the ramp, cut it out, and make sure it's all out of there. Which means I'm probably done for the night
Yeah.
because it's hard to see with no light.
The good thing is you're not far from the ramp, so.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And it's downstream.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of current.
No, because they're not running jack. If they were, I wouldn't have been above the bridge in the first place.
Well, Mrs. Yak, he caught one 26-pounder, and then he caught he had a couple more bites, but nothing else hooked up except for this one.
Yep.
Freddie said, "Turn the motor on and reel the fish in."
Yeah.
Big Mike asked if you need some help.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good, man. Like I said, my bilge pump works if it does start leaking. But I think I hit the trolling motor more than anything, and the trolling motor's still working. So I don't even think I hit it that hard. Just enough to be like, oh, snap, you know?
It didn't sound like that hard of a collision.
I almost had it lined up just to go through it, and that's what I was trying to do. But then the rod got caught in the thing, and I guess I must have jerked to the right or left enough to throw it off.
Big Mike said if you need him, he can be there in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'll let you know. I appreciate it. But like I said, I think I'll probably be okay.
Did you learn that boat maneuver technique from Bobcat?
About trying to weave it through like that?
No. About hitting the pillar.
Oh, no. I learned that one from Daryl.
Learned that from Daryl.
Just replace the pillar with a barge. Yeah, I get it.
Yep. That's still the first time I ever saw an ugly stick break. Well, if nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this show, we talked about this being an educational show. That's how you don't successfully navigate between two bridge pylons.
That's right. Education is not all about learning something to do. Sometimes you got to learn what not to do.
Exactly.
On the bright side, I got a new puppy.
So are you 100% sure you're wrapped in your prop and it didn't just catch at the bottom of the motor?
It was ripping off the reel, the line. So
yeah,
I'm
you're in your prop.
I'm pretty sure it's in. My question is there a 50-pound catfish being drugged behind me? I don't know. I doubt it. But we'll see.
I guess you'll find out when you get to the dock.
Yep.
Or his boat starts going upriver.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know about that point. I'd be excited.
That's happened to me one time. And it was down there in downtown. We were drifting chicken. And I had just caught a 20-something pound catfish. And then hooked into something that it turned the boat around, started going upstream before it got me into a tree. And it went under the fish finder. And Bob said it was an extremely large mark. I don't know if we think it was a sturgeon or if we thought it was a big catfish or a striper or what. It wasn't really peel and drag. It was just straight, steady strength.
Is your prop out of the water right now?
Not all the way.
Freddie had a good point. If you take it all the way out of the water, it's less drag for your trolling motor to fight.
Sure. Yeah, it's all the way out. Thanks, boss man.
I've been there. I've been there and got line wrapped in my prop before. I've never hit anything with my boat, but
when we were looking at boats, I told Shane I didn't want aluminum. I didn't want fiberglass. And that was why.
Miss Jack said, I always miss the good stuff, LOL. You go back about 10 minutes, you'll be able to see it. That's a great thing about the recording.
Yeah, it happened just a couple of minutes.
It just happened before you hopped on.
Yep.
Freddie said, glad he could help.
Yes, thank you.
Brian B said, just as you'll load the boat, your line is still stuck in the prop. You'll arrive home to a 50-pound catfish flipping and flapping on the street, stuck to the line in the prop.
I was sitting there. I was trying to weave it through there anyway to bump through it because I was going to fish below the bridge after that. And he just happened to smack it right then when I made that decision. Because otherwise I wouldn't have been that close to the pillar in the first place. They say hindsight's 20/20 though.
I know. That's the worst thing about hindsight.
It sees better than I can. And I got 4 eyes.
Brian said if that happened, I guess there'd be less skinning of the catfish to do.
That is true. Well, they gave me something else to learn on this boat. How to take care of the prop. I haven't done a prop thing yet.
Mark said, glad you're safe.
Oh, yeah, me too. Man, it's always the biggest. That's always the biggest concern.
Absolutely. He said, on that note, good night. All right, Mark. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even if you get your line out by hand, you still want to remove that prop and make sure you've got it all out of there.
Oh, I will. I got a new impeller to put in it too, and I need to look at the water pump. It looks like a good steady stream, but I don't know how old it is. I really need to take the lower part anyway, so I'll just do it all at once.
That's what Chris said. That was an old man joke. But anyway.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear you.
Oh. He said it looks like a good steady stream.
Oh.
That wasn't funny.
Mrs. Jack said, for the sake of clarity, a fish made him do it. Yes, absolutely.
Correct. Yes, it was not me.
He had no stake in that one. That was all the fish. It bit and it pulled the boat sideways.
The fish was so big it pulled him into that bridge pile.
Yeah,
correct.
100%. Yeah.
He did everything in his power to not hit that pillar.
He even had the gas motor running, and it still pulled him into the bridge.
That's right. It's a great thing about fish stories.
Yeah, I can always be right. Well, on the plus side, I have no water in the bottom of the boat.
That's always a good thing.
I don't think you hit that hard enough to hurt your boat any. I
really don't either. I'm more concerned about the trolling motor shaft being bent, if anything.
What trolling motor you got on there?
It's a Gen 1 Minn Kota power drive, or not? I think it's Gen 2 actually, but the power drive V2.
Yeah, but those are like fiberglass shafts or whatever, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't hurt that. I mean, if it's still working, everything's fine.
Normally, if I was going to do bumping in the dark, I would go to Nickajack, but due to scheduling conflicts for after the show and in the morning, that's why I have to come to Chickamauga.
Nina said Freddie's guess is it was a 2-pound channel cat dragging behind the motor. Or it will be.
We will find out another 3/4 of a mile, something like that. It was definitely a decent fish. I probably shouldn't have tried turning the motor on to straighten out. I probably should have just let it pull me through. So the pillar I hit, the block was underwater. The pillar that I was aiming to hit to start with when the fish started turning the boat sideways was, I could see the block. It was still underwater, but I was afraid it would hit the bottom of the boat. And that was why I tried shifting it.
Gotcha.
Because they're not all the same height. And
that's weird.
It also depends on which turbines they generate it from too, because even if they are close to the same height, the water doesn't hit them the same way, you know.
Right.
That's right, Miss Jack. She said, "Well, I'm glad he didn't sink and that he wasn't alone in case of emergency."
Well, I should always at least tell somebody where you're at and where you're fishing. Or sorry, that you are fishing, when you plan on being back, and where you're going.
He had all 13 of us here with him.
Yep, I can be there in about 6.5 hours to help him.
It'll take me about 10.
Well, luckily I got Brandon and Bob and Mike. They're all close by, so
yeah.
The one thing about not being a jerk, you actually can make some friends, and they can help you out when you need it.
That's one of the benefits, yes.
So when you load the boat and you drag that 150-pound blue cat up on the boat ramp, does it still count?
Yes.
But I say I caught it on rod and reel. I still have the rod and reel.
That's kind of like saying you catch the fish and then the reel stops working. You have to hand line it in, right?
Right,
Well,
exactly.
so it was so big you had to use the prop to get it in.
Right, exactly. It was all planned.
Nina said, or you make friends with a guy like Keno Chris, who is a Jersey, and they still help you out. A jerk, I'm
She
sure.
means jerk.
Yep. Caught on prop and reel.
Caught on prop and reel.
If there is a fish on that, I'll definitely have to clip that, make it a short. I'm gonna have to clip me hitting the bridge anyway. You know, when we started this thing, Dustin, we definitely told everybody we are not professionals.
Correct.
So I mean, I'm just living up to the standard we set.
Yeah, we set the bar pretty low.
How did it get Jersey out of jerk face?
No
That's
idea.
a great question. Autocorrect thinks it knows everything. Must be an Android thing.
I was about to say it must be an iPhone thing.
Nope. She forgot one word in that.
Man, this is weird. I'm passing all these bridges, right? There's the DuPont Parkway's got there's 4 piers under it, right? There's nobody fishing any of them. I've never seen it this dead on the bank.
How much farther you got?
I can see the boat ramp.
Gotcha. I think everybody now is just sticking around to make sure to see
I
if
want
you
to
still
see
have
the
the fish
fish
on there.
And my guess is it probably broke that braid.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, because
you never know.
when I was that night, the very first night that I went out, there was somebody fishing off the dock right there by the boat ramp, and I got their braid caught in my line. I ended up having to cut it. I mean, I got their braid caught in my prop. I ended up having to cut their line.
We knew what you meant.
I know.
I'm only using 65. So
Oh, my cat came upstairs. I can hear her. I can picture her tiptoeing past the dog on the chair downstairs.
I will say one major improvement I made on this boat, which has been nice at least today, and it's going to be nice in just a minute. I finally angled the trolling motor where it isn't hanging off the side of the boat, so I can actually use either side of the boat on the dock. It was really weird having to push a boat off a trailer and spin it around with a rope, just to not smack your trolling motor.
Nice hat, Chris. H&H.
Hey, I know those people.
Yeehaw.
One of them cooks really good, and I don't know about the other guy.
He's a jerk.
He's jerk face.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
He's a Jersey.
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 Oh, there it is. Coffee's
Yeah,
wearing
let
off.
me hear you get that fish in, so I can go to bed.
I'm sorry. Got about 200 more yards to go.
Nina said getting bullied by the pro staff. Dang. That's what family does. We pick on each other.
Exactly.
I always break that down at 10-minute increments, Nina. It always goes faster for me.
It's 2.5 episodes of Big Bang.
All right, the moment of truth.
Need any lube?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
Appreciate the offer, though.
Anytime.
Mrs. Jack said, all right, I went back and watched him very obviously smack the bridge. You all right, Chris?
Somebody back there snoring really loud.
We'll say it's the dog.
Blue lights or black lights to keep the bugs away. The blue lights or black lights to help keep the bugs away. Having to see your rods.
You talking to us?
No, I'm talking to the gentleman that pulled up and they were asking about the blue light.
Oh.
Oh, we thought you were like or something.
No. Hey, let me back the trailer down and then we'll do that fish at the dash. I'll be right back.
All right.
Make sure you show that guy that hooks and hammock sticker on that pole right there.
I started up and get it out off those rocks real quick.
Yellow.
I thought
Oh,
red
she's
light.
talking about the light to keep the bugs away. Yellow.
I thought red light kept the bugs away.
None of the lights keep the bugs away.
Looks like last Yak lost his signal too because his screen is frozen. I still hear audio, but
Yeah, there's something there kind of halfway blocking it, isn't it?
yep. He just said, "Stop talking. Then we have a fish to catch."
They
Awesome.
made it to South Carolina.
Whereabouts did you travel to again?
Probably North Carolina.
Ah.
I don't know. Hey, it wasn't my fault.
I was just reading chat. Since he's not here, I told him not to do that. He wouldn't listen to either one. Just kidding. Lately, every show it's been something. Something's acted up
Yep.
one way or another. Okay.
Cherokee, North Carolina. I hear him.
Uh-oh. He's laughing.
The fish is probably on top of the water back there.
We are all waiting patiently. Some of us impatiently. You tell her, Nina. Stop being such a Jersey and let the man catch his fish. Well, the good thing is we know he made it back to the dock, so.
Yep.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Nope.
I didn't know.
Of course, you know, it's going to be a little more difficult to load the boat now.
Yeah. He's used to that. I can think of a couple other reasons, Nina, but yes, you are accurate. You are correct. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Mrs. Jack said, with all the motor issues over the summer, he's gone swimming many times. I can honestly say that with all the issues that I've had, and that's not been a lot, I've never had to get in the water to fix any of them.
I hope I never have to.
You mean
Moment of
both?
truth. Let's see if he's there. Oh, darn. He's not there.
No
We hear your
fish?
audio, but your picture's frozen.
Do what?
So we hear your audio, but your picture's frozen. Oh, there you go.
Sorry. But yeah, no,
You're fine.
he's not there. The line broke.
Ah. Darn it. You know we're going to blame whoever was talking to you, though. At least Nina is.
All right. Well, now that I know he's back safe, I'm going to go to bed.
All
Have
right.
a good night.
Thanks for coming up, Keno Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Looks just like your thumbnail for your Keno Chris picture.
You know, John Parker made that.
I'm not surprised.
It was funny because I called him and told him what I wanted. I was like, you know, this is what I want. And he's like, yeah, just send me a few pictures and what you want in there and stuff. And I was like, all right. So when I got home, I sent him that stuff. And I'm not kidding. In less than 3 minutes, he had the first one sent back to me. And I was like, yeah, I like that. If you just change this or change that. And he's like, well, that's just what I could do real quick on my phone. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
He did it that fast on his phone.
Yep.
Nina said good night, Jersey.
All right.
Yeah.
Later, all.
All right, later. We'll talk to you soon. He gone.
He going. Well, we caught one fish.
And a heck of a story.
Had a heck of a story. Yep. You know, that's a good point. Yeah, let me see if I can. I should have showed. Oh, hang on. That's not what I want to do. I don't know if you can see how well you can see it. But that's the. I see nothing.
No. Huh.
I literally do think I caught all trolling motor. Because it's hard to see on this side. I can't get my helmet, my flash will come on or not. With the camera being used, yeah, it won't.
Probably not.
But just at a glance, there's one ding on the keel,
Yep.
and that's it. And I'm not even sure that was from that because it looks not the right angle or the right type of ding, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least we know.
I see what I caught.
What's
I don't
that?
know if you can see it. I'll have to get a better spot with a better light. But the mounting bracket for the trolling motor, that's what caught it. The brunt of it looks like. It's all boogered up, road rash looking.
Well,
Which
at
means
least
it was. If I say it wasn't my shaft, wasn't the motor, wasn't the head either. The head's smooth. So I got lucky on that part, I guess. Well, let me switch the camera back. But yeah, so how you don't not hit a pillar. Yes, I will call you in just a minute. But on that note, I guess we will end the season finale with a literal bang.
And it was all planned. It was all planned.
It was all planned. Yeah. But like Dustin said, you know, the whole point is to teach people stuff. So if you learn something, fantastic. If nothing else, hope you at least had a good time watching throughout the season. I think just preemptively speaking, we plan on doing another one. Probably be around the same time, you know, and then other than that, throughout the year, we can kind of do our own thing. You know, it gets colder in some spots than others, and bites change and whatnot. But generally speaking, I think Dustin agrees the night bite is usually better in the summer, late summer months.
Yep.
That's kind of why we did this, or why I was doing it, and then I asked him to join me for it and whatnot. So I think the plan is to try to do another season next year around the same time. But obviously, we'll work out the details and announce that when we get to that point.
Absolutely. And as we talked about early on, that, you know, any proceeds from this show, we're going to donate to FOA. So I was doing the math today, and just from the estimated revenue from the lives is not all that much. You know, for those of you that do YouTube, you know that we don't make a lot of money on these videos or these lives. So, but I think it was a max of like $3.
Hey, all right. Hey, $3 is better than nothing.
That's right.
And you know, my channel's not even monetized, so couldn't help with that at all or anything like that. So it would have been just proceeds from the sales, and obviously I wasn't doing the best in terms of showing what I was capable of doing with having a boat that didn't work. So just part of it.
I will say one of the things that I like when I'm watching other YouTube videos or streamers or YouTubers is, you know, you show the good and the bad, right? So sometimes not everything's going to work every time. So you run into some obstacles and you push through. So she said, donate that to your pocket. But I honestly want to say that we do appreciate everything that you and Freddie do, Nina.
100%.
I'm pretty sure I speak for the entire pro staff crew when I say that. Thank you for everything y'all do for the community, for the industry, and just for being who you are, good people. And You know, we couldn't ask for better friends and a pro staff family. So thank you for that.
Yes.
It's an honor. It's an honor to represent FOA, and hopefully we do it in a way that makes you proud, both of you.
Exactly.
And we look forward to many years together. And if like I said earlier, for those of you that didn't see, that QR code up in the upper left hand corner is for FOAcustomsandgear.com. You scan that QR code, take you right to their website. All of the discount codes for all the pro staff are in the description of this video. So if you're interested in buying anything, if you're watching this after the fact, go ahead and go scan that QR code, go there, check the description, use one of those discount codes, and buy yourself some gear. You will not be sorry.
100%. They definitely make good stuff. I'm more and more impressed the more I use it.
So on that note, thank everybody for watching. Appreciate you all hanging out with us this evening and this morning. And we will see everybody soon.
Adios.
All right, later.